Jack's out of his cage. Come on then. Yes. Come on. He's just flown to the plant that's right where I'm sat now, just right in front of me, and we're dangling on it. Come on then, if you want to come and say something. So, I'm just going to see if anyone comes in, but I'm not bothered if they don't. It's just, I've seen a good video. Sorry, my nails are looking terrible, but I don't care. I have to get it off. So you can hear Jack in the background, but if I see something, I like to give it to you to see if you can go and resonate with it or not, because, you know, some stuff might resonate with people, as I keep saying, and some doesn't. That's because your soul might need something, and with others, they might not need anything I bring. Hi. So I do shout this channel out. Hi, Effie. Sorry if you can hear screeching. It is Jack's out of his cage. Laura Eisenhower again, because what they've just said in the video, quick video, hi Miss Chime, I'm working on your stuff, something really weird's gone on. These little bracelets that I'm making in sets, I've lost a set in the house, and I'm like, they were on the table, and now they've disappeared, and I'm like, right, I'll have to try and not think about it. I'm sure they're right in front of my face, but I'm like, they took me ages. Like, where are they? So I'm just not going to think about it. I've just been trying to make some little friendship bands up to dot around New York. That's what I'm going to do with a message on. But I just thought I'd come and shout this out because I know it's going to benefit some people. I'd love to see your happy love. Well, if he actually came up, if he flies over there, up there, which he does do, I'll be, actually, he might fly off, but let's see if I can get him. Jack? Say hi. You saying hello? Oh, you've gone quiet now. You saying hello? Oh, he'll start chirping in a minute because the camera's going to be off him. Yes, well, you could have said something while I was there. So it will fly about, but I'm just sort of going to say this because it's fresh in my head now. Come on then. So he'll start now. I'm just going to find it. So hi to everybody in chat. So it was Laura. Hi. Who have we got? I can never say your name. Avalokita? I don't know. Miss Chime, John Kennedy. Kennedy, such a great name. Who else is in? Effie. And whoever might be listening. But, yeah, it's Laura Eisenhower again. But what resonated with me, yes, they do use the word planet, but that doesn't bother me because people get triggered by everything. Now, you can go and watch this and, hello everybody, you know, resonate with it or not, but it's Laura Eisenhower and it's called Angelica Christi, I think, and book called The Awakened Ones. Now, what I love about it is, if you go and listen to it, it's not that long. Now, they were talking about the, hang on a minute. Hello? Yes, you coming near Mummy? What are you saying? What are you saying? Come on then. Come on then. Are you going to sit on here? Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. What are you saying? What are you saying? Come on then. Yes. One day you will sit on my shoulder, won't you? You can look like a pirate. So anyway, getting distracted by Jack. They were talking about... You gone in your little house? Right, just let me shut the cage. He's gone in now. He's... Yes. Okay. Yes, there you go. sit there then. Being a good boy. Anyway, let's get back on with it. So, they were talking about the awakening, the ascension, whatever you want to call it, all the same thing to me. Now, the lovely lady on it has a book out about something about the awakened ones, which is good. But they were talking about, they even mentioned Trump. Now, the woman in it was saying it's all perceptions. We all know it's people's perceptions, and you can listen to other people's perceptions, but I always say, I don't like listening to things when it's negative perception, because that is fear. Now, she was saying about Trump, she was a Democrat. She used to hate Trump, maybe because she was listening to a perception that was put out by the mainstream media. But now she was sort of saying that she's not for either side. It's about being central, really. It's not that I do support Trump, because I see it as he is central. He is central. They even bring that up, central. She's being unbiased about it, because she's sort of saying in the video, you can see when she listens to him now, what he's actually saying behind the scenes compared to what mainstream media is saying. I say that all the time, because once you know how people talk, when they're trying to put coded messages out there, if let's call it that, hi Emma, you can understand what's being said. Trump is not going to disclose stuff, even the stuff with Q. It's more of the military. They said that. Magenta Pixie brought Q up yesterday, I think it was. If anyone knows about Magenta Pixie channeling from the 9. She even brought it up. She's talked about before. Their guidance to help us research and question everything. We the people have got to do it. Not anything from outside, it's from within us. We're getting guidance and we're getting help. We are more powerful than they say we are. There are more of us than they say they are. Even she just said in a channel today, that's what I'm saying, check it out. There are more good people. I've been saying that for ages. I think I was talking to Roxanne before on, go and look at, if you're into Q, go and look at the Q posts from way back when they first started, and look what's happening now, and look at where they've said there are good people, there are more good people. Of course there is. That's what I've been shouting out for ages. And you have to be on a positive frequency. You have to get rid of things and people, as I've been saying, with your backpack, and release it and let it go. It doesn't mean, I've said before, these people, maybe you just can't be around because the frequency is too low, as in negative talk. You might just have to let them go for a time. They talk about that as well. Everybody's obviously talking about it, because this is what's happening. Yeah, draining swamp. This is what's happening. Oh, Trump mentioned Antarctica yesterday as well, just saying. And she's talking about that, and she's talking about, what else were they saying? It's like I've been talking to a few people lately, and it's like they keep saying they're not in a negative space when they are. If you're drawing negative situations and people to you, you are not, there's something you're not looking at about balance. I don't know, I just saw something on the news when I don't watch the news, but when I put the TV on to put YouTube on, the BBC News was on in the UK, and somebody was saying something about petrified bodies, and Trump said something about Antarctica. But I wasn't really listening, because I don't watch the news, and I don't, especially when it's BBC trying to say what he was saying. But I'm just saying, and not, it's all about balance. So if you're looking at the areas within yourself, and you're trying to bring all areas up with positivity, and it is about looking at yourself and looking at your shadow self. Some people don't want to face the shadow self, but you have to. You have to. I've been shouting this out for ages. If you are in fear, talking about negativity all the time, you're going to attract it. It's like a magnetism, people, not gravity. You're going to attract it into your life. So if you're wondering why you're still getting funny situations, so-called class negative situations, is because you're not either letting go of something, you're not letting new things come in. Everybody's scared of something new coming in. The old guard's being taken down, and there's a new, I don't really want to say system, because I don't like system, a new way. Well, people get scared because it's not what they know. Well, like I said, I've had people saying to me, only the other day, Yeah, but what about this? What about that? What about people listening? What about you're standing up saying this? And I'm not in fear. You know, if we all shut up, I said this the other day, and they're trying to call free speech hate speech for a reason, hi 007, that means we don't all stand up and say something. Even if we're wrong sometimes, nobody's standing up saying anything, so nothing gets talked about. It's about communication, getting our truth out. Some people, like I said, with resonating with certain things, I can't say, that's why I don't like saying, oh, do this, do that. It's not for me to say, but that's why I say go and look at something and see if you resonate with it, because we're all different. So different souls are going to need different things that will bring them up in positivity. Some people might do yoga. Some people might think, I can't do yoga. I draw, keep drawing patterns and things. Or some people will do this and some people do that, because each soul, we're all different anyway. But let me see if I can play a bit that they were playing. But this is why I come on to say, I loved what they said and you might resonate with some of it. Trump is not going to disclose stuff. He's putting stuff out there for people to research and we can see what's going on. It might also be us in the military. He's got to look unbiased. It's just the way it's got to be done. And she also talked about a word that is in the Bible. I can't remember what word it is, but it means like fruitation at the right time. Trump has always said, way back, do you want to be president? I don't know. Maybe when the time's right. The time was right. Something had to come in 3D in the physical. I've said this loads of times. He doesn't drink alcohol. There's a reason spirits are called spirit. Just saying. And I've said this before, people think, because some people say, example, a lot of people following Q around the world, millions, but some people stay stuck following it word by word and they don't move off any other channels or anywhere, or some of them don't even research, they're just waiting for that channel to say something when not all the channels are right. Bit mixed up, I talk about it, not constantly, because I can feel what's coming in. It is part of the change. But you've also got to do the work yourself, and the most important work is the work within yourself. Yes, we have a guidance. Yes, we have an alliance, whatever you want to believe that is. But we, the people, or whatever we are, of Earth, have got to do it ourselves. Something can't be seen as being a God that's coming to save us, or, I don't know, ET's coming to save us. Guidance, yes. We have got to do it ourselves, so then we know we're more powerful, because we are, and we're told we're not, especially off that side of the globalists who have been controlling us for ages. Do you know what I mean? Ages. They also brought something up about cancer, the pink ribbon. I'm glad I don't slap that all over Facebook like other people do, because that's what people do. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, the intentions why people go and do it, but it does make sense of what she was saying about that pink ribbon. What does it make you think of? Cancer. Therefore, you're putting it out. It is about what you focus on. What you focus on brings stuff in. Yeah? So if you're always focusing on something bad, it might not be, but the way they've put it out, the intentions behind their symbol they've put out is when you're thinking about it. Some people say, are you just focusing on the outside, the physical, Trump, Q or whatever? No, I wasn't. I went and did my research with it. I didn't dwell on the horrible parts of it about child trafficking, the satanical stuff, all that side of stuff. I came away from it detached and then tried to pump the positive side of it out. That's what I do. And I don't get stuck in it. I'm very flowing. Yeah, law of attraction. Yeah, I'm very flowing. I am a Pisces. I've said this before. I can drop something like that. I can move to something. I'm not in fear of change. The fear will keep you controlled. There are certain things they put out there to look like a good intention, but their actual intention behind it is not good. And when you focus on it constantly, you're bringing it in or keeping it here. So I don't know if I'll find the right place where she said this, but this is why I say, go and check the channel out. Don't be triggered by certain words. Just listen to the message they're bringing. Some of you will resonate. Some of you might not, but that's good. So let me find. So like I said, it was Laura Eisenhower.
Hello, everybody. Laura Eisenhower here.
Let's see.
Very often humans are bouncing back and forth between higher and lower self. But
Higher and lower self.
Higher can be anchored in the earth plane and the physical plane, then that integration, has taken place. So you discovered this early on that you were a little bit different than everybody around you.
Hi. Just finding a little bit. I'm gone.
Like, I don't want to have you answer any questions. I was healed at playing tennis.
And they talk about sound healing.
Right timing in our own life.
Right timing.
Force something. When are we allowing it to flow? When are we trusting a higher aspect of self that when I lost all my homes, there was something deeper and more profound that needed to take place. So that constant surrender and stepping up when you need to step up and not being afraid to speak your, have your voice. And as we grow, people can say things bluntly at first. They'll go, I hate this, or I don't like this, or I don't agree. But as they grow, they realize they don't have to say that. They can
about
say,
growing.
Wow, interesting perspective. Can you share
ascending growth?
Your wisdom with me. And then we're in conversation. And what I see on social media, the only reason I'm only on YouTube and Instagram is because I'm tired of the pointing, the blaming, all the distractions, which are basically making us look away from what our true power is. All of those other humans like us are a powerful force. But as long as the very small percentage at the top keep us fighting, keep us saying it's black, white, Hispanic.
They even talk about Mary Magdalene and all that sort of stuff. It's good.
Whatever. Then we get distracted. It's guns, it's this, it's none of that. It's if we empower each other by really hearing each other. It's not empowering, it's honoring another person.
Perceptions and hearing.
Really hearing what they have to say and their perspective.
It is a journey, Effie.
And I did this whole thing. And, I'm not interested. I don't care if I get backlash. I hated Trump. I thought he was the most despicable thing on the planet. And I had been always Democrat my whole life. I'm no party, actually. I think they should abolish parties. I think it's ridiculous. And so anyway, I had to look at that every time I saw his face, I got in disgust inside. And I also went, he's like so unethical, and he's a this, and he's a cheat, and he, all of those words that, he's out of integrity. And so I had to go in and do what I was trained in.
But that's where she's thinking. She was a Democrat. She was thinking about what mainstream media were saying about him.
With the work, which I was trained for 2 years with Byron Katie, I went in and said, okay, these are the things I think about him. Now let's turn it around. Where am I out of integrity?
Now she talks about that. I'm good. She talks about that, but she's saying she had to turn it around because that's what the mainstream media perception put out of their propaganda about Trump. Behind the scenes, you can see what he's trying to bring out, but that's just another mechanism, another tool to make people go and research. He's not going to disclose. He doesn't need to. We will. So that was a little bit about that, and then let me see.
And I never understood why you do that. He said, I finally figured it out. You fall in so you can tell other people how to get out, because that's what it is. There is a solution.
She was also saying people can talk about and give advice to people when they've been there. It's about experiences. If you've had the experience of being hurt through a relationship or whatever it is, you can talk about that and help people. And this is what we're all doing through certain experiences. Not everybody has the same experience. So,
everything. And it's like, I remember my dad when I used
watch
to
out for
I didn't know
bridge dwellers, by the way.
He felt this way about me, but he told my sister, who when he passed away, I said, well, he always had a connection with you, but he really didn't connect to me. And she says, are you amazing divine beings in these veils as they
Hi, Sleeping Warrior.
Opening that pineal gland is so important, and clearing the
pineal gland,
fluoride, and all the toxins and the GMOs. It's just like so important that we do that, so we are in the clarity of what our divine sacred heart wants, and not the mind running the program.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just really important that, people just never lose sight of, what's available. And yeah, gosh, you were bringing up some, another question, but you might have even covered it to the point where it's not, really there. But, before we close, is there anything that we haven't talked about that's really important for you to share with us?
The only thing that I'm finding is really important is there was a question my clients used to ask, and they said, how do we know if we should keep something or get rid of it? And I said, if you wouldn't buy it today, get rid of it. Because energetically, you are responsible for that thing. So that's the same with.
This lady also talks about your home being your sanctuary, your home of empowerment, the energy flowing and stuff like that, which obviously that's what you want, especially when you're coming home from work and you're coming into your home of empower, your home of energy with your energy and your essence on it. I'll look at chat in a minute. And how she was going on about painting people's walls, and she had to really think about what she wanted to do, because you're putting your essence of your energy, your essence on, like, because she decorates with stuff, it's your essence. That's why I say when I'm making jewelry and stuff and these bags that I'm doing, it does take me time, but I'm putting my essence on it. I'm loving doing it. It's sort of a meditative state for me. I'm thinking about positive things when I'm doing it, because I'm in that state of that's what I love doing. So when I'm doing stuff, my energy, my essence, and this is a jewelry range that I'm trying to get together. 17 in the house, by the way. It's your essence and your energy. If someone's giving you something with a bad energy on it, that could affect you. There could be feelings in your house. Maybe there's something you brought from somewhere you haven't cleansed. That's why if you do go like charity shopping or thrift shopping, cleanse it. I have sage up there and stuff. Cleanse it, because it can hold a frequency of maybe someone who had it before. Could be good, but if you're getting a bad feeling off it, or there's something in your house, you could get rid of it. This goes for people as well.
Relationships right now. Don't stay around people that are dragging you down.
No.
That doesn't mean shunning them.
This is what I've said. It doesn't mean shunning people. Don't stay around people who are dragging you down. Why do you want that? You want to find your soul family who lift each other up. You might have different perceptions on things, because that's what it's all about. But you can still be positive, but people who are in a negative, it's just going to drag you down. And I've been shouting this out for ages.
That means learning what you needed to learn and no longer having a trigger, because the trigger's the gift, whether it's family or an old friend or whatever, or somebody on the street. Heal that and then keep attracting those people that will help you stay in that higher
You beautiful
vibration.
people in chat.
And music, sound is an amazing
sound. Again, she brings up tuning forks. I'm waiting for mine to come. It's not come yet. I'm hoping it's going to come this week. I'm hoping it's going to come today. The singing bowls, I do want to, at some point, maybe for my birthday next year, treat myself to a singing bowl, a crystal one. The idea, so what size I'll get, I don't know. Listening to good music, like the lady I give you the other day who does the singing bowls. I hoop to that. My hoops are over there. Not every day, but listen to that. You could have a sound bath where you could get in a lovely bath with salts, Epsom salts and pink Himalayan with essential oils, and you could play that sort of music in the right hertz. Just sitting there relaxing, have a sound. A sound bath actually doesn't actually mean getting in the bath, but you could do that in the bath, listening to music. Sound bath is like the sound washing over you, flowing over you.
Tool. And so that's something too with all of this.
I need a singing bowl.
What's coming in now energetically, and I can just feel it. They're talking about 5G.
Yeah, I need a singing bowl. Then I'll be coming on, going, right, everyone, listen to this tune that I've, let's listen to this. You never know. I can go with the flow. My channel may change. Who knows?
But let me tell you, stuff has been piling in. I can energetically feel it, so I'm constantly having to step up and using energy sources also, thoughts, catching my thoughts, doing my deep inner work. We get to choose. It's not right or wrong. We just get to choose how we want to participate.
Yeah, and when we think about just the angelic realms and, the Christ Sophia, the Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and then these like lower entities, parasites that we hear about, it really is that part of us that is in self-defeat or fear or like negative ego and everything you're talking about that needs to be cleared out in order for us to. And what I loved is when you went like this, because it's the 0 point,
Tapper.
the solution and the problem. I mean, what are your thoughts about these lower beings compared to the, and how humanity's been kind of stuck in these lower realms is kind of a final question.
Yeah. You mentioned Mary Magdalene, so I'm going to just bring up a closure and answer that. Is that she was the beloved of Yeshua. And he made that clear since I was a child. She was never a prostitute. She was a beloved. She had
Twist everything.
wisdom to balance his masculine, feminine, and vice versa.
She had the wisdom to balance his masculine, feminine, or whatever she just said, and vice versa. It's about balance. We can both balance each other. Let's just do an example of Trump. Don't get triggered if you don't support him. He can be a bit bullshit. Melania's very calm. They balance each other. They balance each other.
And so that's part of what this story was originally going to be called Reunion, but it got changed. And so what's happening right now on the planet is the divine masculine and feminine are coming for just complete healing, because we've called this forth for quite some time now, or using the words woke or awakening or spiritual this or whatever it is. And so now it's being called out and all those energies are coming to the surface. So the disclosure stuff, I'm a projector in human design. That means I see the future. I read energies. But I'm a 5-1. I'm also a leader and I'm also a heretic. So I'll tear things apart. I'll question them. But
walk with me. We are all level. Walk with me. We are all equal. Nobody's above anybody.
One of the things that I look at is I like to see all sides of it. So I watch all the disclosure stuff or the, whatever it is. I like to see all sides of something. And it's just to
Yes, Christopher, be a great helpmate to your partner. Exactly.
be aware on the planet, because when
This is, and she said something fantastic, to be aware on the planet. Now, I've got told of people on here, I don't mean you lot, people that I speak to sometimes, on the phone or whatever, to different people that have contacted me, and they've said, yeah, but you look at everything, you're, because it is where you focus. I went, no, yeah, I look at everything, so I'm aware. It's about being aware. You must be aware of what's going on, otherwise you're not going to see what's coming. You don't have to sit in it and stew in it and stay stuck, but you do have to be aware. And she even says she does that. She looks at that. She looks at that. You've got to look at everything, otherwise you're not aware of what's going on. And then you'd know you are where you're meant to be at the right time. But I've always said that because I look at everything. And people are like, yeah, but you look at everything. You look at this. Well, I like to be aware. It doesn't mean I'm solely, don't know why that's coming out, solely stuck there. I'm not. I'm very free flowing. Look at me from the beginning of when I started YouTube. Very free flowing. But the one thing of when I first started YouTube, the one consistent thing is I've always been positive right from the beginning. I've always been putting a message of positivity right from the beginning of how many years ago I started on here. I've always been consistent with the Q train of good things are coming. I've always been consistent. I might change my mind on different things and use different words, but I've always been consistent with positivity, hope, and a sort of faith in a sense. So just saying, I've not turned my back on that I ever said right at the beginning.
you can read the pulse of the planet,
Thank you.
you have to share information from a place of, okay, I don't just know this side, I need this
All
side.
sides.
And all of it is an opportunity. Like, let me say this. Okay, so if people are watching
A shape is it's not always flat. Some people, I don't know why this is coming in, would look at it like flat. A flat shape, like, how would you say that? But it's multi-dimensional. You could look it from this side and see something, but then again you'd be like, but I'm looking at it from this side. Like some people might see a triangle, for example, as just a triangle with 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, it could have 4 sides because there's the underneath, and when it's more multidimensional, if that's the right word, because we are multidimensional, so you can see it from all sides. So yeah, Merkaba, thank you. I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying. Some people will only look at it like a sort of, what's the word, flat, like it hasn't got any other sides to it. So yes, I do, she does, looks at everything from every side. Like I said, you're in the eye of the storm. Yeah, people go like this, we do this a lot. I don't think they use it as 666. To me, it's a bit like she said, she did it was center point, naught, center. So it's good to be aware of everything. You need to be.
Much negative disclosure was going on, that can throw their energetic balance off. Even if reporting too much of that, trying to reveal it, it's like they've got...
Yeah, she said, but it can hurt you if you hoard too much of it. I'm aware and I let things go that don't resonate, but it's all there and I know, like a knowing, but I don't stay stuck in one thing. So, if you saw me when I used to first talk about cute all the time, still talk about it, but it's not all the time because there's other things I'm looking at. It is a spiritual journey we're on. We never were not spiritual. We just got distracted. We are spiritual beings.
Make sure, even more so, that they're doing more positive in their life, reinforcement, and not focusing on, because we all know what we focus on comes to be. It's like I would never wear one of those pink bands or ribbons or anything that supports that, because what's the first thing you think of when you think of pink? I'm asking you.
See, she's saying she would... Jack, is he bird? Are you coming out again? Well, it's not the intentions of us, the people behind that. She said she would never wear one. Funny enough, I've never worn one. It never sat right. Because if you're wearing it and other people are seeing it, they're focusing on the what does that symbol stand for? Cancer. So you're thinking about cancer. You're focusing on cancer. So learn how their symbol's used as well. It's not that we don't not want that, and people who go and do runs and stuff like that, before anyone gets triggered, listen to what I'm saying. Yes, we do that with a good intention, but it is one of their symbols. So just saying, if you resonate with it. If you're coming out, come out and stop. Yes. Are you ever put your back in?
When I think of pink, I think of a rose.
Oh, well, that's good, because most people, when they see that,
she said she thought of a rose. She went, that's good, because most people think of it, they see it, they think cancer.
Symbol and the band on, they think of cancer. And
Right.
Yeah, so what happens is all we're doing is reinforcing cancer. It's not.
Thank you. Yeah, that is what I call vibrational imprisonment of people. Yeah, like she just said there.
It wasn't designed, it was to keep us sick for the pharmaceutical companies. So it's like, no. We didn't tag it wellness. They tagged it a negative, right? War on drugs. It became worse. You can't war on anything. And that's within yourself, right, too. So again, all of this is a part of my divine play. How can I get mad at what's happening?
Yes, Christopher, it is. The more you climb up that hill, that mountain, you see, clearer, and you see a different view.
World. I mean, if we really do believe, I guess a simpler analysis would be, think of the ocean, and your wave comes up and peaks. You're not the entire ocean, but you're directly connected to that, and you fold back into source, and then you come back up as a bigger wave or a smaller wave or whatever. We're connected, but we think of ourselves as individual. So there's nothing playing out that isn't an aspect of the self. So you can look at it and go, ouch, or I have a problem with Ms. H. I have to be careful.
But anyway, go and listen to that. Go and listen to it. But yes, the old system is being brought down because it doesn't work for us. So I've just wanted to shout her out because I think she's fantastic and don't think she'd mind me showing a little bit of that, because I like to share what I resonate with, because I know some of you resonate with it too. You might not resonate with all of it. You might not resonate with certain words like planets, but that doesn't trigger me. That's not that important. The important thing to me is that we're all coming together under the one roof of we are all part of the one, yet we are all individually different and trying to be our authentic selves. But it is the one umbrella of love. Yes, it does sound hippy dippy, but I do believe back in the 60s, the hippies were trying to bring it in. That side saw it and tried to bring in synthetic drugs and stuff that were making, that were wrecking people in the end, and all that sort of stuff. Because love is the key. Yes, it sounds all hippy dippy, but it is. And positivity is a vibration, it's a sound. So for me, one of the biggest things I could say this week is start listening to really good music, a lot of this sound music, as in the singing bowls, meditation. I shouted one out the other day. In your home as well, vibrating that vibration out in your sacred place, which is your home. No one else's home, your home. Yeah, we are all learning at different speeds and levels. That's what I've said before. No one's above anyone. It's just some are coming onto the path. Some have been on it for a long time. Some have been on it and got stuck. They've had a bit of a sit down and thought, and some people think they're there, and it's like, I don't think we're ever there. It's peeling back the layers and going on and on and on and on. We're always growing. If you're not growing, you're stagnated, and I've said that right from the beginning. Yes, flat earth is a big part of it, but it's not everything. This is what I've said before. Yes, it is. A lot of people come through the lies and the deceit, and they come to the shape of the earth. I'm not a flat earther. I'm a globalist denier because I go against the lies, which one of them is the shape where we live. And yes, I believe it to be a realm. Not sure what model it is. I know which model I like to think it works off, which is to do with astrology. Some models out there on that. But there's a lot of stuff beyond that. Some people are just staying stuck in that section, arguing over certain things and ping-ponging, as I've said before. But that to me is not even the bigger thing. The bigger thing is why they lied about it. What are they hiding? To me, it's us, higher selves. To me, it's source. It's a lot deeper than that. And there's probably more stuff beyond that. The veil is being lifted. The veil is thin. I had someone the other day going on about the veil again, saying it's not what I think it is, but that's their perception and it's scary and this, that and the other. And I'm like, I don't see it like that, because that's not the experience I'm having with the thinning of the veils, with orbs coming in and stuff like that. I still think that person's in a negative state and still fearing, even though this person will say they're not. But to me, they are, because they've told me about their experiences and they're bringing things in. So the veil's always been there, the kingdom, whatever people want to call it, it's always been there. It's just been hidden, or we've been distracted from it. And people fear it because they don't understand it, or something that is going to look scary, that something comes in, you think, what's that? I've never seen that before, because you start getting on that frequency of seeing things or hearing things or whatever it is. But like I said, I do believe there are negative entities, but I see it as they would only come to you or latch on you when you're in a negative state of being, because they feed off the negativity, because they are negativity. If you're more positive and trying to be positive every day and bringing them frequencies, you're going to get more of a energy, entity, whatever you want to call it, frequency and stuff, from a more, positive side, angelic, whatever you want to call it. There's lots of different words, different things that people say which sort of mean the same thing. That's why I said it. I will say it and say it again. You have a rucksack on your back. You need to, I know about 432, and I think I'm getting a tuning fork in 528. You need to release what doesn't do you, what doesn't help you anymore, that doesn't resonate with you anymore, that's keeping you down. Your journey, everybody's setting on the journey, whatever. Your journey is going to be a lot easier without a load of heaviness in your rucksack of the things you're just hoarding or looking back on. But do they serve you for anything, or are they just dragging you down and keeping you in negativity, keeping you in the what's it called, the victim state? Because if it is, you need to let go. This is people as well. This is relationships and everything. It doesn't mean, like the lady said, and like I've said and said and said, it doesn't mean you have a friend that it's just so negative at the minute. You might just have to not go around as much, maybe now you're just leaving them to do their own thing and hopefully they'll come through and you'll reunite again. But there's some out there that you're just going to totally cut because maybe they never really were your friends. Sometimes people are friends with just because maybe you were a bit softer, and maybe it's what you give that person all the time. It's what they can get out of you, lending money or I don't know, whatever it is. Even though friends do that, but do you know what I mean? There are people out there who pretend to be your friends because it's what they're self-serving to themselves. Yes, we do things for ourselves, but we try to do a lot for others. I try to do it on here. So sometimes you have to realise that. That's why Facebook, everyone like, oh, all the likes I've got. Look at all these hundreds of friends I've got. No, you haven't. You don't know half of the people on there. They're just liking you, and this, that, and the other. Did you watch Fire Rangers second? No, I will watch it. I've not caught up yet. I will because I'm just doing some work on some friendship bracelets I want to do. If I want to take New York with little messages on, I don't know what yet. Was searching for my jewellery I did the other day and it's disappeared, don't know where it is. Yeah, the Pilgrim's Progress. And funny you should say that because a card that I pulled out yesterday, hang on. And if 007 was in the house, hi Rachel, he would be able to say these are the cards that come out. But the cards that came out yesterday were, let's see if they're still there. No, was, here they are, the three at the front, were two of spirals. This is what I said to Rich about the 007. The two choices we make, you know, you've got a choice. And then we had the Ace of Spirals, Spiral of Life, Aquarius. And then the last one that came out that made me laugh was the Pilgrim. Like you've just said, we're all on a journey. The other thing that made me laugh as well was the llama in the background. Well, I had to laugh because I didn't even think when I made this bag. It just popped in my head a few weeks ago. And I did a llama bag. It's a llama. And it was key is love. And I did this. Remember me showing you? A llama bag with hearts on. And I thought, oh my God, I did a llama bag because it's carrying the load as well. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll do some more llama bags because it is really cute. The eyes are really cute. So maybe I'll make up quite a few llama bags just because it has a bit of a sort of story. And it's a bag, you know, carrying things. The llama's helping the lady lighten a load a little bit. But I didn't even think, well, I did think yesterday, I said to 007, oh my God, I did the llama bag. And this is the card that came out yesterday. We are all on a journey. You can take stuff with you, but make sure it's a good energy and a good vibe and something that is going to help you. It's not going to drag you down, lighten your load. You know, you're looking at old things that happened in the past. You are letting them go. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You know, be it you were distraught with it, being it was a hard place. It was, but you're still here now. Let it go. You'll be able to help people through things like that because you've had the experience and that's what it's about. You can talk from experience because you had that experience. So take that experience as it was a lesson because we all have lessons and a learning and a growth spiritually. You had to have them, yeah, forgive and move on, exactly. But if anyone comes to you for advice who's going through it, you will be able to help them and say, look at me now, I went through the same thing, but I'm still here and I'm doing okay, you know, and I'm still in a positive vibe. Like I said, I've been through stuff and then and the researching stuff as well on that side of it into the 3D of the heinous stuff, but I've let it go because we're doing this now for the future, but we're doing it now. It's about the now. So, yeah. Oh, have you? Oh, thank you, Rachel. On your Twit bag. So many people woke up. That is a good message. We're learning from others and nature. Yes, we are, and that's brilliant as well. I've said all the time. There's lots of people waking up. Sometimes it don't have to be waking up. You know, there's loads of different truthing communities. Like I said, they're all coming off different branches. We're all coming together. I am still thinking about having dreadlocks, you know. I know some people might think it's mad, but because my hair's getting longer, it's just dead hard to manage. That's why I've got it in plaits, because it is naturally curly. And I'm just like, what could I do that I'd do just easier? It's going in his cage again. And I've just found someone in Manchester as well. I'm like, maybe next year I might have to do something. It's about being that, like, I see a picture of myself, and you know when you want to do something, or the look that you're trying to express, and I guess back in the past I've been a little bit like, because we've all been like that, caring what other people think. Not really caring what people think, I don't, but it's mostly as people know, been my mother. I'm just like, oh, then I'm thinking, no, see, there needs to be bridges let go there, which I probably may have this discussion in New York with her about, just let me be me. You know, I'm always me, but let me be me. You know, I want more piercings. Yes, the hair is an antenna. Yeah, I know that. I would like a little diamond. Yeah, it is an antenna. I've done a chat on that before, like the Hopi Indians, loads of indigenous people with long hair. That's why they grow it, because it's an antenna. And I do like the spiritual sense with the dreadlocks, as in your hair, you're not losing your hair. You're not losing your spiritual antenna, because that hair locks into your hair, it locks into dreadlocks. And I like the ones that are neat. They're really nice. Yeah, exactly. You can't change the past. You can only affect today. Exactly. And it'd be nice to show as well that, because people have that perception of people with dreads have dirty hair, or it smells, or they're a weed smoking person, or whatever it is, that thing, that label that they put on people. And it's not, because I've known people with dreads and watched a lot of videos, and it's not. Yeah, there is people like that, but it's people judging people. And I have a big problem with people who, I mean, I know it is the day of, like, today, of like, you must dress this way to look more presentable. And, you know, if you were looking a bit more hippy dippy, people are going to look at you like, you know, you're not intellectual, or you don't know what you're going on about, which is not the case. And that's even got to be broken. It's not look at that, even though we do, because everyone judges it. It's listen to what the person's saying, you know. But I'm just realising my hair's getting really knotty the longer it gets, and I can't, I have to blow it out straight if I want it, you know, and straighten it. I don't like straightening my hair. I think you're frying your hair, especially if it's curly. I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, my favourite film was The Wizard of Oz. I know some people say, oh, it was MK Ultra, it was this, that, the other. Yeah, it's just one of them stories like Pinocchio. She was on her journey. She met a lot of people that helped her. She was ascending, but she wanted to go back home, which she sent her. I see it like that. Some people can see it as bad because there's two sides. It's Pinocchio, like Santos Benici said on his channel the other day, a new one, the story of Pinocchio. People thought, you know, he told lies, his nose grew. He wasn't telling lies. He wanted to be, and that was great the way he said it, he wanted to be a real boy, not a puppet, because we've been puppets to the system. He went on a journey and met loads of people, but it helped him grow. That's what we're all doing. Every story, cartoon and everything is the same story of the journey we take. But boom, boom, just saying. You know, when you actually start realising how to read things and what people are saying, you see the story has always been the same story. There's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, we're puppets, exactly. But we're cutting them strings. We're not cutting our divine string. We're not cutting that cord. We're just cutting the other ones that have been puppeting us about, you know. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to go because I just wanted to share Laura Eisenhower's video today with the lady that she was interviewing and listening to her. It was beautiful. So, like I say, keep up with the positivity, 17 in the house. Keep up with good music, those lovely sound bowls. You know, see if you resonate. I'm not saying believe me, I'm just saying check something out, see if you resonate with something. That yeah, there's quite a few videos I need to catch up with because I've been chilling out and searching for this I did a set of these the other day, and there's going to be, when I start selling these, there's going to be 2 sets, so you'll get a colour and another one. I'm like, where? I don't know where they are, so I've got to like not think about it, and they'll pop up, and I'm like, I don't know where they've gone. Oh, thank you, Effie. Yeah, I just felt like I had to come on and say it. When I feel like I have to say something, see something, say something, or whatever it is, on the outside 3D or within or whatever I'm looking at, I just like to come and share it. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I think I'll make some more llama bags because I did actually really enjoy making this one. What's in here? Oh, just found some chocolate that I forgot that I got for Finn for after school. So, oh, he'll be chuffed. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So, and if Revolution Revisited watches this, I have actually sent your package off. So, I have just got, as I said, I am just finishing because I have to recheck the bags to make sure I've not missed out, and it's the eyebrows I haven't done. So, the 3 bags that are going to Australia are this one. I think I showed them the other day. This one with the mandala, just B, and I just need to finish her eyebrows off, and then these are done. And then obviously the last one was the cute little koala with the where we go, on we go all, and a Q on it. So yeah, it's all good. And then they're finished, and then I can start on the next one because I think I may have found a way for Miss Chime that I might be able to sort this bag out, so hopefully be able to do that. And then the jewellery that's coming, I'm just making a stash of it up first, you know, and I've got the means of the stuff I've got and stuff like that, and I'm just using what I've got because I've had many stuff from crafts before. And like I said, my jewellery will have bits of gemstones on because it's, you know, a good vibe, information and stuff on the little crystals. So they will always have some sort of gemstone on them, and my frequency and essence of, you know, what I pump out. So, and like I said, also the little friendship bands that I'm doing, I'm going to try and put little tags on with little messages, and I think I'm going to dot them around New York. I think that'll be quite fun because I'm going to so many different places. That will be fun. So I've got to go and do some stuff. Yeah, love and light to everyone. Oh, thank you. So, like I said, just keep trying to keep up your vibration, your frequency. Frequency is sound, and sound has a lot to do with everything. Someone was talking to me the other day about the Coral Castle. I know about the Coral Castle, most people do. How, you know, big pieces of granite and whatever and all that were lifted. Well, I know about that, but that's not really affecting me at the minute. Yes, magnetism, yes, this, that and the other. Yes, talked about it before. You know, nothing new under the sun. But and I think Santos, someone told me the other day, Santos Benici's been doing new speeches somewhere where it's about magnetism and the healing of it. So it's all good. Thank you. So yeah, so I will see you soon. The Really Woke show is coming back on like a part 2 because we've been so busy with different other stuff, but it hasn't gone anywhere. It will be coming back as a part 2 in the next week or so. And then yeah, so it hasn't gone anywhere. We've just all been a bit busy at the minute, but it is coming back with a part 2. And you'll have to wait for that to come out. And hope to see you soon. Where we go, one week, well, bye.